know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now. So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
Today's video takes us to Reno, Nevada, and I believe we're stopping at the welfare department. Not 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain. And the video begins in the middle of the confrontation. I don't know what led up to this. I have no clue. That's how frauditors are. They start the video when they get ready. Anyway, the lad gets kicked out and trespassed, and he's not too happy. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy, sonny boy.
What did you say your name was?
My name is Drew.
Do you have ID on you, Drew?
I'm not going to provide ID unless you've got probable reasonable suspicion.
Okay, so here's your choices. You can leave on your own accord. Right?
Okay.
The supervisor of the building doesn't want you in here anymore. You cannot be filming in here.
Okay.
Or I can take you out of here.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Well, so let me get this straight. So is it under threat of violence or arrest that you will remove me from the building?
Yes.
So yes. Okay. So you're violating my constitutional right under the color of law. Title 18. I believe it's USC 242, 241 is conspiracy. That's the criminal violation you're making right now. Title 42 USC, is it 1395? That's the civil violation you're making right now. Do you want to continue with that? I will leave at your direction.
Yes, leave.
Okay, thank you. So there was, to be clear, there was no reasonable articulable suspicion of any crime, correct?
You can't be in there filming other people's information.
What is the reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime?
I'm not
What NRS or
particularly.
NAC?
I tell you what, if you have an issue, you can call my supervisor and talk to him.
I will.
Don't go back in the building.
No,
You understand?
Oh, you can tell this lad's been watching some YouTube videos. Maybe Little Davey. Little Davey used to say that all the time. He doesn't say it too much anymore because his channel's demonetized too. Just like Ask Elmo. Get all the big channels demonetized. That'll stop that shit real fast, won't it? Now, come on, officer. What's the RAS here? Oh, you don't need any RAS. You can just kick him out, right? That's right. He doesn't need to commit a crime. He can just be kicked out.
it's your order. I'm not going to violate your order.
We're done. Let's go.
But see, with what he did, violating my constitutional rights, you just did it too because you helped him. So that's Title 18 USC 241, conspiracy. Under the law, you have an obligation to uphold my constitutional rights.
Are you going to continue walking?
You can walk. I'm talking. I'm exercising my First Amendment right, unless you want to arrest me for that too.
What was your first name again?
Oh, my name is Drew.
Nice to meet you.
I'm known to you guys.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be a dick to you.
Okay, well, you're absolutely being a dick.
How?
Right? Because the supervisor in there has asked you to leave multiple times. You're disrupting, you're upsetting the people that are in there for the reasons that this building is here, and you're in there just to cause a scene. So we're not going to cause a scene anymore. That's
No,
the end of it.
I'm in there to gather information.
You're not in there
I'm
to
in-
gather information.
I'm not.
You're in there to cause a commotion.
So under the First Amendment, freedom of the press.
Are you a member of the press?
Absolutely. You are too.
Who do you work for?
You. Wow. So let me ask you some questions here.
I'm not going to answer any more of your questions.
Well, no, the questions
Don't go
are
back into the
are
building.
nothing to do with that. But under the law, you're a member of the press. I'm a member of the press. Anybody publishing what they're
What are
observing,
you publishing?
whether by print,
What are you publishing?
obviously a video.
You're in there filming other people, collecting their information. That's not
Well,
public
well,
information.
you just said something. Collecting information. What information did I collect? You just let.
Now, as usual, good people, the video started in the middle of what? I don't know. I started the video right where he started it. So we don't know what transpired beforehand. We have no idea. And this Yehu's just going to ramble on for 48 minutes. We're not watching all that, I guarantee you.
You just levied
I don't know.
you levied an accusation. So if you didn't see me collect any information,
The supervisor relayed that to me. So
Well,
I'm acting
well-
on her information.
okay, so that's hearsay.
Okay.
I'm the guy.
Whatever, man.
Remember, I'm
Don't go back into the building. How
who's
about that?
you're documenting with your camera. Are your cameras on, by the way?
No, they're not.
Would you please turn them on?
No.
So is it your policy to turn the cameras on?
Do you know what my policy is?
Is the Highway Patrol DPS Nevada State Police policy to have your cameras on during an interaction?
It doesn't matter to you.
What's the policy?
I don't know. I'm not going to tell you.
I'm going to go look.
Go look. Right now, go look.
So why would you not follow your own policy and document this encounter?
You're documenting. I don't need to
Because
document it, you're documenting.
the more documentation there is, the safer everybody is.
Okay, well, you've got your documentation. I'm sure it's uploaded in the cloud, so nobody's going to delete it. So there you go. You're safe.
Is that how you think? That's scary.
Okay.
That's.
Are you going to be returning inside the building?
Am I going to be returning inside the
Are
building?
you going to go inside for any reason?
I think I'm going to exercise my Fifth Amendment and not answer your question.
Thank you. So we're going to leave now. If you go back in, we'll get called back, and you'll be probably put under arrest for trespassing.
Okay.
You've been asked to leave
Well,
by
no,
the
so
supervisor.
here's what I would recommend you guys do. You should probably call a supervisor for this then. Yeah. Why don't you call the supervisor? Let's talk to a
Why don't you
sergeant.
call?
So you're refusing to call you're refusing to call a supervisor. You threaten me with arrest if I go back inside the building. Again, what is your reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime? What NRS,
I don't know. We'll call
NAC?
we'll call it disturbing the peace.
Okay,
Yeah.
so have you looked at the court cases that have come up with disturbing the peace when people have been exercising their constitutional
No,
rights?
because I don't care.
So you don't care about the Constitution? How about Fordyce versus Seattle? Have you seen that
No.
case in the courts?
You're obviously way more in tune with case law and legal stuff than I am. Okay, I'm here to keep you out of that building because you are causing an issue.
But
in
see,
that building.
you're breaking the law, though. That's the problem here.
Okay, call my supervisor.
I will. I'm going to post this. Your problem. Anyways,
Right now, call him.
I'm not going
You've
to
got
take.
a phone right there.
I'm
Call
not
him.
calling him right now. I'm recording right now.
Okay, then.
The lad seems very well versed in the law. He could be a YouTube law expert, or he could be a YouTube lawyer. I haven't quite decided yet. What do you good people think?
But yes, I will file a
You're
complaint.
literally wasting everybody's time, man. How does it feel to be that guy?
How does it feel to be the guy that's worried about some guy with a camera? You're worried about some guy
I'm
with a
not worried about
camera.
it. You can film me all you want. They're worried about it. They don't want you filming them.
They're worried
The
about a
supervisors
camera.
have asked you to leave the building, and you're refusing to do so.
In a public space, you can't do this.
Okay. Call.
It's a criminal act. You're violating the Constitution. You're violating my rights.
Okay.
You're violating my
What about
rights.
their rights?
Well, what
What
rights?
about their rights
What
to
rights?
privacy?
Okay. What has the court said?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I just read a lot of
Let
laws.
me ask you a question.
So what has the court said
what
about
do you-
a right to
what's
privacy
your
in
goal?
public?
What's your goal to go in here and film everybody?
My goal is to highlight the state of Nevada and the incompetency of their law enforcement.
Okay, so your entire goal was to come down here to cause a scene so that we would show up.
No, it's beyond that. It's much further beyond that.
Okay, so what's the goal then?
To change the problem and change the system to fix it.
How are you going to
So
do that?
by documenting it, by showing people when people violate the constitutional rights of the citizens of this country, by law enforcement that took an oath to uphold. Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
This is going to play back great on video. So did you take an oath?
Would you like to talk to the supervisor?
No,
really quick?
hang on just one moment. Did you take an oath to uphold the
Drew, would you
Constitution?
like to talk to the
Did you take an
supervisor?
oath to uphold the
Would you
Constitution?
like to talk to the supervisor?
Did you? I'll talk to her when you answer my question.
I'll talk to you when you answer my question.
I'm going to talk to her momentarily. Did you take an oath to uphold the
I'll talk to you
Constitution?
momentarily once you answer my question.
I just did. I'll talk to her in a minute.
And
So,
I just answered your question.
so you didn't take an oath to uphold the Constitution?
You're putting words into my mouth, Drew.
Well, I'm asking a question. Did you
I
take?
asked you a question as well.
We-
We'll
we-
go back and
okay,
forth.
well,
And
let's
we're-
stand here.
And okay, so
Oops, I don't want to put my hands in my pocket. I don't want to threaten you guys. By the way, there's nothing here, but you should have your body camera. Why don't the police have their body cameras on?
Well, at least we got one question answered. He's not a YouTube lawyer. He said so. He's a civil rights activist, though, isn't he? Oh, yeah, he's a freedom fighter. He's fighting for our free speech here in America. I certainly appreciate that, sonny boy.
Moments later.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
200.197? Because that's what you're doing. So, hi, guys. What's your name, sir?
Officer Haslam,
And your badge number, sir?
13903.
Thank you. And your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Shanley, 15557.
Thanks, sir.
Keep up with the fives, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
All right.
Well, I got it on video, so we're good.
Perfect.
Thank you. I just want to be clear. So, are you trespassing me from government property, public property? And if so, what law did I violate?
So I'm not trespassing you.
So I'm not trespassed. No. So you're saying I'm not trespassed? I guess.
Stop with the word game.
No, there are no words. We need to be very. We need to be. We need to be very
Yes,
articulate.
I'm going to trespass.
Under what law?
Okay, 207-200. That's it.
Okay, and what law is
They've asked
207-200?
you to leave. You're
What
refusing to leave.
what law is
Pull it
207-200?
up on your phone. And
I'm not
read
pulling
it.
anything up. So tell me
I'm
the
not gonna
law.
answer it. I don't have to answer it.
So you're going to tell me that you're going to violate my. You're telling me so I'm either being hindering their business. I don't know how he's hindering their business. Didn't talk to anybody. So tell me exactly what actions I took that meet the definitions of the law that you're citing.
Tell me what the law says.
You're the law enforcement officer. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
What
well, I'm
action?
An educator, so I'm not going to educate you.
What articulable actions did I take that violated that law?
I don't know. I don't have to be there to watch them.
So-
I just
so-
have
so,
to show up to a building where somebody says they don't want you here anymore,
So
and you don't get to be here anymore.
no, because you can't trespass somebody from public property. Again, these are more court cases.
Okay.
You can't trespass somebody from public property unless they've committed a crime. So I'm asking, what crime did I commit?
I don't know.
You don't know because I haven't committed a crime. I've
So
got.
when I write the DOA, I'll ask you to help me.
What's that?
When I write the DOA, I'll ask you to help me.
So what you're saying is you haven't witnessed me committing any crimes and you don't have your body cameras on.
Correct.
So really, you really are trying
Actually,
to.
I was kidding. Just for the record,
You-
right, my camera's been on the entire time.
Well, and see, this is why I do
But
this.
again, I don't have to tell you that.
Again,
you know that, right?
again, let me
You know that.
let me tell you why I don't trust you.
Where did all this nonsense come from about you can't trespass me from public unless I've committed a crime? That's bullshit. And you can't trespass my eyes. That is, unless somebody punches you in the eye, then your eye be all swollen up and you can't see out of it. Then they can trespass your eyes, sonny boy. Just keep that in mind, sweetheart.
Because the government and the law says you can lie to me,
Yeah.
but I can't lie to you. So,
Sucks, huh?
hey, no, those are the rules that we all play by in society.
Here's a little key,
But
man.
but if you want to understand why people do not trust the police, is because of what you just did. You admitted on camera that you're a liar.
Let me give you.
You admitted you've got a right to
Don't
lie.
invite the government into your life, which is exactly what you're doing. I don't want to be here. He doesn't want to be here, and neither do these guys.
I know it
We've
takes
got
four.
better
It
stuff
takes
to do.
4 guys to
There's
show
like
up
actual
for
criminal stuff
a
going
guy
on out there that we could be
for a guy
handling.
with nothing on him.
But
Do you guys have body cameras on? Okay, so a guy with nothing on him. It takes 4 cops to show up for a guy that's standing back, being pretty darn calm, and just filming things and articulating to you that I want you to uphold my constitutional rights. And I asked you a question. Here, maybe the Reno guys. Hey,
Do you
Reno,
have your ID on you?
do you have a reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that I have committed?
I've asked you to leave and you're not leaving.
What crime did
That's trespassing.
What crime did I commit to be trespassed?
You're on their property.
What crime did I commit to be trespassed?
You're on their property and they've asked you to leave. Therefore,
Okay.
you're trespassing.
Okay, so I get
You're remaining on property after you've been asked to leave it.
okay, but under the law again. Let's go to law. What crime did I commit?
I just told you it's trespass.
No, you have to have a crime to trespass me from public property.
No, if you go on somebody's property
That's private
and
property.
you remain there after being told to leave,
That's
you are trespassing.
private property. There's a difference between private property and
You have
public
no
property.
business here. They've already
No, I do have
established
business
that.
here.
No, you don't.
I was
You
going
don't
to
have a
do.
case here.
I was going to do a FOIA request.
You have no right to be here.
Can I go and
They've
do? Can I go in and do a FOIA
you
request?
can't go in there.
So I
You
can't
already
do.
told
I
you can't
cannot. So you're preventing me from doing a public information request in a public building.
Are you asking for public assistance, food stamps, TANF, Medicaid? Are you applying?
I'm not discussing my business with you. I'm just saying I want to go in and
That's
do.
what they do here.
I want to go in
They
and do.
provide government assistance.
I want to go in and
Apply
do
for benefits.
under Nevada law. I'm allowed. There's a public information request,
But
isn't
you're
there?
not
Sweetheart, you need to contact Goat Boy. Send him $25 and get Auditor Shield. Learn how to be a clown in 10 easy steps and get your 1-inch binder. It'll match something else that you have that's 1 inch long. How about that?
applying for benefits at all? The services that they would be providing for you?
Whatever aspect of law I enter the building for, does it matter what aspect of law it is? So you're saying now I can't do a FOIA request, or you're preventing me from doing
FOIA request?
a public information request for public records,
For what?
for all their records?
For all of their records?
I want to know how much they pay their employees. I want to know how many cases they have. I want a lot of information.
Well, this isn't the place to do that.
A government building is not the place to get public information.
You can't go to just any government building and request them.
No, I think you can under the law.
I don't think you can. I don't think they have all that information to give to you.
No, I think legally they've got to. I think federal law requires that under the public information disclosure. And then there's the state law. Have you read the state public information disclosure law?
What I'm telling you is I don't think this is the place you go
So-
to make that request.
So DWSS, I think that's what they call it now. So if this is their office in northern Nevada and they've got no other offices, where would you go to get that information then?
I don't know. I've never looked it up.
Oh,
I've never tried to.
but you're telling me that you can't go here to get that information because you don't want me to build
I
it.
don't think this is the right place.
Well,
They're
I'm telling you under the
they're
law.
telling me that you have no right to be here.
I'm telling you under the law, this is the right place to be.
Okay. Well, they're telling me it's not. They're telling me you have no business being here and they don't want you here anymore because you're inside recording private information that you have no access to.
You just made an accusation. You said I'm inside recording private information. So, can I ask a question here? So, do you have an expectation of privacy in public? Do you, as a law enforcement, do they, as public employees, have any expectation of privacy in public?
I think Sonny Boy is trying to get himself arrested. What do you think? You wish to test your luck? You want to be arrested? Good.
So, let me ask you another question.
Go ahead.
I want to report a crime.
Do you?
Yes.
What crime do you want to report?
David Gravel, of the Nevada Transportation Authority, seized my papers
How long ago?
about 2 months ago, under the color of law, without a reasonable articulate suspicion of a crime or a warrant or anything that met the criteria of the Fourth Amendment. What will you do about this?
Nothing. Not going to do anything.
Not going to
I don't
enforce a
believe.
crime against a cop. I've got it on videotape too, so it's great.
Well, go make an
you guys want to know why I'm out here?
Go make an officer
It's to
report.
highlight your corruption.
Okay. Go to the office.
And you're probably one of
fill
the
out
biggest
a
tyrants ever.
report.
A horrible
I'm the
tyrant.
furthest thing from the tyrant.
You're,
I don't
dude,
wanna
you're a
be here
tyrant.
Any more than you want to be
You're a
here.
tyrant, not upholding the Constitution. You took an oath to uphold it, and then you come in and instead, I'm the feelings enforcer. You always enforce feelings. Do you? And remember, I did ask for a supervisor, and you guys denied that, right?
You can call him.
No, I'm not calling
There's
him.
nothing stopping you.
It's your obligation to call your
Is
supervisor.
it?
Well, I'm asking for it. I'll find out in your policy because you're playing all these games.
Pull it up, man.
I will. And I'll write a complaint about it. I might even do a federal lawsuit.
Perfect.
How many have you had?
A couple.
That's bad. See, if you've had a couple, you shouldn't even have this job.
Remember, though, I don't have to tell you the truth.
That's true. But on the other hand, again, I can do FOIA requests to Highway Patrol.
Do it. Go down to the office.
So it's just amazing to me. You know, I came out with the expectation
I would really like to hear this, actually. What was your expectation?
that you would uphold the Constitution.
So, hold on. Let's.
My
What time
expectation,
did you show up?
my expectation would be
Do you remember what time
that you
showed
would.
up?
I appreciate your question. My expectation would be that you would uphold the Constitution
Okay.
that you're refusing to do.
Okay. What?
And my
What
expectation,
amendment of the Constitution am I violating?
the first.
Oh no, not another federal lawsuit, good people. I wonder if he has the $405 filing fee. And then, of course, the poor police officers are going to lose their qualified immunity. Oh, dearie me, it's just going to be a big mess all around, isn't it? Yeah, this is a long video, isn't it? We're going to have to start cutting parts out. Let's find out what happens here, because this is 48 minutes. We're not watching all that crap.
Okay. How am I doing that?
Preventing me, a member of the press, from gathering my information, filming anything in publicly accessible spaces, entryways, hallways, foyers, lobbies, anything that's not prohibited behind closed access. This is what the courts have ruled. I have a constitutional right to document things in public buildings with public employees,
Okay.
regardless of their privacy.
Okay. Well.
So, for example, the other day I went to DMV. DMV tried to kick me out too. DMV was smarter than you are, though. The CD guys were a little better. Because they didn't break the law and they didn't violate my constitutional rights like you have. So you've broken the law today, sir. You're law enforcement that breaks the law. That's all there is to it. That's what you've done. Why is it legal for me to do this? If you've got an expectation of privacy in public, I think you're probably crazy. Because again, the courts have ruled on that one. Who's got the obligation to protect private information in a government building? Does the government have an obligation to protect the information? I'm going to ask a question. What law did I break?
Okay, so right now we're talking, and I don't want you to interrupt us.
Okay, please,
so
please stand back from me.
stand
Please
back
stand
over
back
there.
from me. Please stand back
Now
from me.
you're
I did not move to
interfering
you.
with
I did not. Well, let me see. I think the court said 10 feet. So and remember, I asked for a sergeant. Oh, good. That'll be good. What reasonable articulate suspicion of a crime did I commit to be trespassed from a public space? Because you can't find one.
This moron just doesn't give up with the RAS, does he? Yeah, he doesn't realize that he doesn't have to commit a crime to be trespassed. I don't know why frauditors believe that. Who started that shit anyway? Yeah, that's one of the worst things I've ever heard as far as frauditors go. Well, I can't be trespassed unless I commit a crime. Wrong.
Eventually.
It's been a lot. I know. I've been here.
The building's closed, right? It's Friday.
Yeah.
If you want to come back on Monday and try this stuff again, like I'm sure Capitol Police will be on duty and they'll send those guys down here too. And we'll go through this whole rigmarole again. But NRS 207-200, right? That's trespassing.
Right. I'm aware of that.
So
And again, private property trespass is...
there's no differentiation.
if you walk onto my property... No, there is a big differentiation between public and private.
Maybe federal, right?
Well, no.
But this isn't federal.
No,
this is state.
exactly.
Okay, so
State
you go in there
property.
and if you disrupt the functions,
Disrupt the
or
functions.
disrupt the activities that are going on inside that building, you can and will be removed.
Okay.
You've already wasted enough of our time today. Please don't make us come back out here on Monday or Tuesday or whenever you've got more free time to come down here and be a nuisance.
Oh, I like this cop. He says, you have a lot of free time to come down here and be a nuisance. No doubt about it. Now let's listen to the parting shot from this same officer, because he's screwing with this guy, and he believes everything the cop says. Roll clip.
You know what?
Because then you can uphold the law
let's
better.
be more productive.
and
On
help
Monday,
people.
why don't you go down to the Highway Patrol office and bring everybody a little copy of the Constitution. We'll have like a Constitution reading session, kind of like a Bible study session, where you can outline to our cops how we need to be doing our jobs better to satisfy you so that you stop wasting everybody's time.
Yeah, I like that cop. He's a real good cop. He needs a raise. Yeah, we'll have like a Bible study so you can outline the Constitution and tell us how we can do our job better so you can stop wasting our time. Oh man, that was classic. Yeah, well hey, stop over to this Yahoo's channel and leave him a comment or two. Let him know he's doing a fine job. Not. Until next time. If you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe, because the world is filled with stupid people, and they all migrate here to YouTube to showcase their hidden talents, whatever those might be, and Dr. Dave is more than happy to edit those videos and bring them to you for your viewing pleasures, no doubt about it. Please check out my other channels, including Dr. Dave Frauditor Terminator, which features the 4 fabulous fools of frauditing, including Love You Long Time Lana and Love You Long Time Goat Boy. Boom boom. Oh, cool money. He love you too good, okay? Yeah. And then there's my other channel, Dr. Dave, Debunker of Frauditors and Sobsits. Oh, there's plenty of stupid people over there to point and laugh at all day, no doubt about it. Yeah, these frauditors, I don't know, they just need a job, but they're too stupid to get a job. That's why they're frauditors. They have no education and no job skills. Cheers to that, sweetheart.
You call that a drive of shame?
Piggy loses qualified immunity for questioning.
Lock me up for what?
You're under arrest.
For what?
Stop
For
here.
what?
You're under arrest.
So are you going to identify yourself since you're part of this action?
Absolutely not.
Okay. And why is that?
because you are not my dad.
I'm a member of the public. I'm your boss.
Second you walk away, I'm going to open that door unless you physically stop me. Got it, I got it.
You guys leave, please. You're harassing me now.
No, I'm just getting a thumbnail.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Is this a consensual encounter, or is this a consensual encounter? Am I being detained? Nope. Is this a consensual encounter, or am I being detained?
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing.
He can't press charges once he broke the law.
I'm not calling no supervisors or yelling about anybody doing anything. Grandma got a mouth.
That has nothing to do with you driving right now with a suspended license. Okay, go ahead and step out for me, Josh.
Remember what his job is. His job is to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money.
I have not done anything wrong. Oh, I have multiple diseases.
Do what?
I have multiple diseases.
Alrighty, so, yeah, they know who I am, guys. They know who I am.
Is an absolute freaking no way in hell am I leaving this property unless I am doing so under threat of arrest.
What's your name? Patrick Reed?
What about what my name is?
What? Don't touch me, bro.
You was dismissed.
Are you his boss?
Don't worry about it.
You can back off, dude. You are dismissed.
You're dismissed.
You're dismissed. You work for me. You are a public servant. You work for me.
I don't have to tell you my name.
What
My name's on my thing.
What if I can't read?
Well, then that's it. I ain't telling my name.
Are you a veteran?
I am a veteran.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, you need to start acting like one.
Yeah.
Quit making the rest of us look bad.
Do you have your ID on you?
No.
Don't have your ID on you? Verify who you are through a photograph. So I know who you are. Did you do me a favor? Put the phone down, put the piece of paper down.
I didn't commit a crime, so you're unlawfully detaining me.
That's fine. All right, just put your hands behind your back,
Excuse me,
please.
sir, can you please explain?
Please don't resist.
He's unlawfully.
He's a different department.
Please don't resist.
This guy's arresting me?
You just admitted that you are touching me.
I said no.
No,
you
because
don't know me.
I just told you not to touch me, and you said no.
You know, you're a big idiot.
Am I?
Why being difficult?
I have a right to be on a public sidewalk.
Where there's no signs.
There was no signs here. What are you talking about?
Assholes like you here.
You want to go to handcuffs?
Call your sergeant. Call your sergeant.
You want to go to handcuffs and go to jail?
I dare you.
Violating my rights. Oh, wow. Please don't arrest my dad.
This is a public easement, you dumb son of a bitch.
All right, watch your mouth. Stop cursing.
This is public. This is public. I'm on a public easement.
If you don't take a step back, I'm going to have to go hands-on because I'm asking you to please take a step back.
All right, then I'm going to leave. Actually, no, I'm going to stay here because I have the right to be here. And I have the freedom of speech.
This isn't happening. Not again. A recording device? No.
What I'm trying to tell you, sir. What I'm trying to tell you, sir.
But I'm trying to tell you, you need
listen
to back
and
out of
calm
my
down.
personal space now.
De-escalation.
So now,
brother.
once you get in my personal space, I need to
brother.
create.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Like I told you again, I'll leave once I'm finished.
You're not going to tell me what to do?
Right here. It
You're not
says
going to.
no filming past this point.
Let me ask you something.
I'm going to explain to you.
So I can't.
You can
So
film.
is you going to allow me to speak?
But you cannot reach over.
Is you going to allow me to speak?
No, I'm going to talk first.
Okay. Well, and then you're going to allow me to
You
speak.
cannot reach over the counter.
And then you're going to allow me to speak, right?
I don't answer questions, man.
You don't answer questions?
I don't answer questions. My house without a warrant. Yeah, you did.
It's scandal. Don't put your hands on it. Your phone will be confiscated. I can't film.
No, you can't.
This is my first right.
Not in the courthouse.
This is
Not in
my
the courthouse.
First Amendment
Not in the
right
courthouse. Not in the
to
courthouse.
film you in the courthouse. That's my First Amendment right.
How it works? You can't arrest me for resist. You can't arrest me for.
arrest you for resisting? Are you sure?
No, listen. You can't arrest me for
You're fumbling over your
refusing to ID.
And you can't harass the customers.
Ain't nobody harassing anybody.
We just got trespassed, so they can't put us in this jail anymore.
Hey, you gonna beat me up? You keep threatening me, right? Pull up. You keep threatening me, right? Pull up.
I got my book there, man. Go ahead. Do what I'm trying to, but you have to let me, right? Well, you want to arrest me, that's what you want to do. Go ahead. The camera's done. Now I'm in your face.
Why would you hold the camera?
Now I'm in your face, bro. What would you do?
I said I didn't give you permission to film me.
Well, I didn't ask for your permission.
Break the camera.
It's my constitutional right. That's the thing.
don't care what it is. It's a private road. Go.
Hi guys, First Amendment rights here.
Please get your hands out of your pockets. Don't reach in your pocket. Show me your other hand right now. Show me your other hand right now.
Don't touch me.
I ain't gonna touch you. I have no reason
Don't touch me. Step back. Step back.
Let's go.
Step back, coward.
Put your hand behind your back.
For what crime, sir?
Put your hand behind your back.
Step back, coward. Get back. I have a right to defend myself. I will defend myself.
This is a breach of peace. What they have committed calling you here, it's a breach of my peace. Falls under disorderly conduct. 3 employees I'm wanting you to arrest as of right now for my breach of peace.
You're not doing that, I'm going to put them under citizen's arrest.